All right, so we're back on the next day here, or a couple days later at least, and we're on to the front of the house. So we have the siding on our uphill side over here, the back, and most of it trimmed out with most of the siding on the downhill side, but that's just, you know, cut and paste from this uphill side. But the only difference from here, we're gonna do these next windows, so I just have to cut them out a little bit here to put my treated 1x8s in, and then I'll put one on the bottom. Finish our trim here, and then should be good to go. So I think all the detail stuff has been pretty well established here, so we'll just push you on the time lapse. We get these two windows taken out and finish up the furring strips here, and I think we'll be able to finish up the trim and start putting some of the siding up. So we'll see how it goes and go from there. Hopefully no surprises. Okay, well, I accidentally turned the camera off instead of on for that last time lapse, but just a quick update. Got this window out. We put our treated 1x8s around the sides. The bottom gets a treated 1x6 because that'll just be where my trim goes, and then the stone will butt right up against that. And you know, we're square both directions, and then level on one side, level across the top, plumb on the side. So that's usually a good indication. And then of course I went inside and tested the window, but I'm just getting ready to trim this one out. So hopefully I will get a good time lapse going now, and then I'll get a time lapse for the other side, and we should be all set for the front here. We'll be able to put some trim on. So, all right, enjoy the time lapse. Okay, well, that's all we had for today. It's about 7 o'clock or so, so it's going to be getting dark soon, but good progress today. We're able to get these windows in, so had our trim around the top, put our LP Smart side in, so just need to finish up putting the J channel around that one, put some black caulking in there and touch up some paint. Same thing with this window. We got it out. It was a little bit more tricky than the other side, of course. I don't think I have enough flashing tape to finish this window, but we'll see. Might have to run to town for one more roll tomorrow, but just need to flash it and put our LP Smart side around, and then just J channel, a little bit more drip edge, and we are good to go. So very exciting, almost into the finish line here. So tomorrow we're going to focus on fixing up the French doors and trying to make sure that's ready to go for the stone siding and everything, and then we'll finish up the windows and hopefully be putting some siding on the front here. So that'll be one of our last steps, and we'll put cement board across our wainscot here where we're going to put the stone, and that'll be a good goal for tomorrow. So all right, well, I'm just going to clean up for a little bit because we made a good bit of a mess today, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. All right, well, welcome back. It's probably been pretty instant for you, but we've been staying pretty busy here for the last couple weeks. So between a couple other jobs we had to do and some bad weather and a short vacation with the family, we ended up getting all the siding done here. So I think last time I left you guys was with most of this siding done and maybe some trim work around the window that still needed to be done. So my dad and I finished up what we could here before we left for vacation. That way, in case the stone mason was able to get here, he'd be able to finish up. But still waiting on him just now. So hopefully in the next couple weeks here, he can get that done. But just going to do a quick overview here for kind of how we finished up all the trim work. So like we saw just a little bit ago, we have all our vertical siding up on this side, our black trim around the windows, and just like this other side here, we have our windowsill kick-out flashing up there, and really same stuff we saw on the other side, just repeated with the vertical board and batten and the window trim. So couldn't really justify doing another half an hour or hour video of showing the front and the other side here when it was basically just, you know, cut and paste from what we've already seen. But just to at least do a quick overview, did a majority of the cleanup too, which was nice, and that really cleans things up around the house at least. But we have all this side done, so that was a big job over a couple days trying to get this siding all finished up. So I'll try to do a little overview here. So again, just same thing with around the windows. Got a good trim going. Got our vertical board and batten up here. Cleaned up this corner a lot. So actually now when you look down, you know, it's very close to plumb. I mean, slight inconsistencies a little bit out here. You can kind of see by eye if you really look, but really way better than anything I could have expected. Wouldn't end up, of course, with trying to line up the vertical board and batten. Got a lot closer this time. Still not perfect. It's hard to tell from the video, but probably off by about 2 inches up there. So what I ended up doing on this side, rather than compared to the other side, was actually just took a measurement from that corner all the way down to my center point, and based on the other side's dimensions, started this side with that. And still it didn't quite line up perfectly, but again, that's you know, something that I need to work on. But since it's my own house here, first time doing vertical board and batten, I'm gonna be happy with it because it was still a good bit of work to get it even that close. But yeah, so same thing as the other side. Have our break right at this point, have our gable vent, so now air can flow all the way through the house and then out through the ridge vent. Have the internet box here, so just put some of that LP Smart side behind it, framed it, painted it black just like everything else. Same thing with the utility box here. I still need to put my piece of PVC trim along the front here, and most likely gonna try to paint this mast black too, just to kind of blend that in. But for the most part, just cut the piece of PVC, flush trim with the router, nailed it to the side, and then just use my J channel around it like everywhere else. So it came out really nice. Just have a little bit of extra pieces there, since I didn't continue my horizontal break across. It was only like a 2-inch difference, so it wasn't worth putting there. And then stone will wrap around here. So another detail just wanted to look at. Also brought my wires through here, and then my ground for the electrical goes down, and make sure it connects down there from where it came out of the wall. The one thing I did want to touch on here was the cement board that we put up. It says exterior cement board. It was from Menards as well. So this is the 1/4 inch board, and I just, you know, drilled in Tapcons probably every 16 or so inch spacing on those, and they're on there really solid, so that really cleans everything up. So that's along the front wall here. The only reason I did that was because this wall had been painted at some point, this block, and it was like the paint was going bad, or the block was going bad or something from moisture, and it was actually like a powdery material. So talking to the stonemason I have coming out to do this, I didn't think it was going to be very easily scratch coated, something with that where it won't stick very well. Had to get this plumbed up, so I actually used 2 layers right here to get this plumbed out to the right depth. But I'm pretty much ready. Got my hose bib hole here and moving around. Have our doorbell here, all siliconed around just to make sure our light, another light, and the outlet. So same thing in the back, but I did not have to use cement board since that was just bare block. The only thing here that is any different really is the cement board. So just to kind of show the trim detail here too, I used the LP Smart side down to as far as I could go. I had to shim it a little bit from my treated 1x4s or 1x6s in there, whatever I ended up using. So the stone will actually go across here, come down, and then it'll go right around the window trim there. And of course the stone, we're going with this Provia, and this just came from my local stone place. It's a gray stone, so that'll look really nice with this black trim and dark gray siding here. So of course this is a corner piece, but something like that. So really excited to get that on. Really excited for the stonemason to come out. Hopefully he can get us squeezed in this year. It is mid-October now, so it's getting a little chilly, and he said as long as it stays above 32 or so, we should be good. And of course it's the same thing with the concrete. You don't want to be doing it too late in the year because everything makes it harder, especially with cure times and everything. So yeah, but that's pretty much the update now. I'll do a quick overview of the sides again, just since it's all done. Just a few details left. I was also able to take a lot of the extra materials back now, which really makes it nice to open up some space out front here and finally take my garden down. But we'll go over some pricing and everything on the final video once the final stone is up and everything. But still just need to change my air vent up there for a black one. I have it in the shed here, just haven't really made it a priority since it's not super important at the moment, but that's on the list of things to do. And then finally just coming around the back of the house and checking out the rear of the house here. Really think you guys have already seen this side. So the only other thing was just this little 10-foot section here, so 8-foot section that I was able to finish up just quickly. So yeah, really changes the look of the house. I'm excited to kind of see like an overview in the next video, but I think that's it for this one, and hopefully we'll pick back up once the stone's done, and we'll do a quick overview of the price and everything, and I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching.